Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Sweaty. It's hot today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm always on here early. I'm waiting for other people to show up before I start the other things.
We're only 3 minutes early.
Yeah.
So what's happening, buddy?
Nothing much. We're just
Did you get my check?
yes.
Okay.
Thanks. Yep, I got it. And I got the pictures. They were very nice pictures. Very nice pictures.
Thank you. I can see a guinea pig.
Oh, yeah. They're weirdly facing us right now.
So how's Holly doing?
Up and down. Up, yeah. Yes, she had to talk to the doctor today, so there's something to figure out what's happening with this Humira medicine. So, yeah.
You want me to get another chair?
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Hey, Gina.
Hey,
He hasn't
how are
quite.
you?
Yeah, you can sit down in a couple. Hi, Mom. You can sit down in a couple of minutes. It's not starting quite yet.
Hi there.
Hello. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Sweaty. You can sort of like.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
can-
see
you
the,
can see them sort of.
yep, I do.
I'm just gonna wait for people to come in a little bit
Yeah.
before I start because there's that Facebook Live thing, and that takes a second to get
Oh, right.
going anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't
So
want
you
to.
do them simultaneously?
Yeah, I don't want to record like this part's recording, but I don't want it to be on until we sort of start the open mic.
Right.
Because it doesn't make any sense. Like no one wants to see this part. Also takes up a lot of memory, apparently.
Yeah.
I have those Zoom things. I have to delete them periodically. Okay, here
Mhm.
our feature is here. Hey, John. Let me check if anyone. All right, Noah. Wanda. Hey, Noah.
Hello.
How you doing? My beard really feels it in this weather.
Yeah,
I think it's expanding exponentially,
Yeah, I used to keep mine seasonal, but then a few years ago I got incredibly lazy. So
that is a part of it.
Yeah.
Unless someone hates it, that's the only reason to. Or it's really like making me uncomfortable. I sometimes have to trim it.
Yeah, that's usually the hot weather is.
I'm just like, right, I gotta do something. Neaten it up. Yeah, so we'll wait a few minutes before I start the Facebook Live thing because that always takes like a second to sync up with each other. A few more people said they're coming, but we'll see. Sometimes they don't remember, even though I just spoke to them. Okay, MA is gonna watch. I don't think he's gonna read. It's fine. Hey, Wanda.
Hey,
Hello. How you doing?
good. How are you?
I'm okay. It's hot. It's hot in here too. It's hot in this apartment too.
Oh.
Is it hot in the Brady house? No.
You got it. No, actually, it's quite pleasant here.
I don't know where they live. Did they live in California? Was that where they're?
I think so. I don't know.
The weather never. The weather was always good there.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey,
All right. Let's see.
Hi,
What else.
Sarah.
hi. I'm trying to get rid of another website that's talking at me.
Oh no. I
You
hate
know what I mean?
Yes, I do, because things pop up at the same time, and I have to shut everything down when I do this. So, like everything wants to like. Do you want to do your updates now? You know, they all pop up when I'm doing the reading. All right, so
Okay, it was Cornelius Eady
oh,
talking at me. No, I love him.
okay.
It was
Well,
for
that's-
his play.
Oh, okay, cool. That's worth you know.
It's at the Vineyard, and there'll be more information and yeah,
Oh, Vineyard.
online. It's a play, Brutal Imagination, from like what, 20 years ago?
Really?
Always relevant. I'm not wearing glasses. Oh, anyone hungry?
Okay, Marianne. All right. Couple of more minutes and we'll get going.
Well, in that case, I'll be back.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. I don't want to keep you guys all the time.
Oh, John, your show was so much fun the other night. I just wanted to say that.
You, Wanda. I don't know if this one will be as much fun,
Oh,
but I don't
I'm
know.
sure it will.
There's
You
some
know, I mean, it's better in everything's better in person. That's just the way.
there's some stuff that I've written since then. So there's that. It may not be as much fun, but some of it will be newer.
Ah,
In fact, I think all of it will be newer.
All right. Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to turn on the Facebook Live thing now. It takes a second to sync up. Go live. Share on timeline. Go on. All right. All right, here we go. We are now live on Facebook. Hi, everyone. I'm Micah Zevin. Welcome to another Risk of Discovery reading series. Welcome. This is our tonight's feature, John S. Hall. All right, here we go. And we are now live on Facebook. Hi, hold on a second. I'm Micah Zevin. Welcome. Does someone have? Hold on a second. What is going on?
There are two Micahs with their mics on. Maybe you can turn off one of them.
All right. All right. Let's start that again. Hi, I'm Micah Zevin. Welcome to another Risk of Discovery reading series. Today's feature, John S. Hall. After our open mic, welcome. So I start out every one of these reading series by reading poetry prompts that I wrote the day or two before. I made up the prompts and then I do all the poems and then I pick a few of them to read. Sometimes I get lucky and some of them get published, or someone does the poetry prompt, and that's the risk and discovery portion of the reading series. So I'm going to do that and then we'll go right into the open mic. So I did the first one, which is I call it a broken American sonnet. That was taught to me by some professor a long time ago. Basically, it just means you're not following strict iambic pentameter rules. So this first one, write a 14-line broken American sonnet using the words yikes, steam, landlord, universe, and paint. And the poem is called Yet Another Reboot Helps You Find Your Inner Light. Yet another reboot helps you find your inner light. A customer had a break from the universe, something about a lady painting curses on his mind. Nurses and a small parasitic Stonehenge, Stone Age Gmail account. Yikes, it's difficult to conjure empathy when you've become a fallen or sawed down tree about to be used as firewood, made a desk, a pencil sharpened to the nub, waiting for latest snubs. It's at these moments I ponder the ridiculous, rebooting of Perfect Strangers with toy poodles and Rottweilers. The show's Small Wonder, Ugh, with a robot family and their soon-to-be extinct pet human. As steam comes out at customers' ears, you pretend they're your landlord. Ask them what's wrong. How can I help you see the light? So there's that one. Then I did number 2. Thank you. The second one is write a 10-line, 5-word per line poem, and I call the poem Modern Television, Magic Tricksters, or Sleights of Hand. Modern television, magic tricksters, or sleights of hand. Pull eyeballs out of hats. Tiny screens bleed hunger dreams. The binge purges and redeems as wolves howl at flags. Up this sleeve, your youth, your brat rat pack years. $20 found on the ground. Punk rock locks your brains as cameras sing the refrain. Lunch money taken by tricksters. And so there's that one. I'm going to do one more. Write number 4 on the list. Write a 13-line poem. Line 4 should be, the hot nonconformist is cold because they've lost their reading life. And line 9 is paradise a magical catastrophe or merely theater? And this one, I'm just calling it a 13-line poem or word soups. The isolated and dire have been boiled like beef soup. The diagnosis offers cameos or artful tall tales. Pull the thread, eyes bulge and yell puzzled by their own answers. The hot nonconformist is cold because they've lost their reading life. They buy $1 million JPEGs, starting a new scene on and off camera before the next Titanic sinks in all our cracking faults. We don't require an extra life, just this life. Is paradise a magical catastrophe or theater? Sick of being sick, ravenous for fascinating moments, igniting bound minds in positivity and discovery as you crunch on potato chips or smoke your vape drape. So thank you. That's it for that. Now we'll go into the open mic. And if anyone else wants to, who hasn't signed up for the open mic, you can put it in the chat if you're interested in doing that. So welcome our first, let me see, are they here? First, maybe not. Our first reader, Noah Levin. Big round of applause for Noah, everyone.
Hi all. So I'm gonna do something a little bit differently today. I'm not gonna read a poem. I'm gonna read. This is just a piece. This is called Humans 2.0. I'm not one to say God or whatever you believe in is necessarily wrong or his plan is misaligned. But when looking at the human body, I greatly wonder if God should have hired an engineer first. Now, I'm in no way advocating myself as Lord of the Universe or any such silly title. The entire universe would be fundamentally doomed if left in my keep. It would combust in a myriad number of incompetent ways you couldn't even dream of. You would be amazed by the competence of my incompetence. But I do have a few ideas to bring to the table. Elect me to the title of the highest office of the universe, and I promise the following improvements. 1, zippers. The entire human body will henceforth be covered in zippers. Now hear me out. This is no dream of an S&M freak. Ask any recovering surgery patient, and they will tell you most of the healing process is needed because the doctor had to slice and dice you just to get to a broken fibula. Body zippers are an easy to achieve cure to allow easy access to any organ, bone, or any other interior part the medical community can fantasize about prodding or repairing. 1A. In addition to zippers for surgery purposes, all muscles will henceforth be easy to remove. Have a sore or cramped muscle? Simply unzip, remove that muscle, and wail on that son of a bitch with a meat tenderizer. Then put it back. Look in the mirror and glare like a gangster at your own muscles, daring any of them to act up, knowing you now rule them with an iron fist of terror. 2, unscrew those fucking arms. Sleep on your side and find you have one limb too many? Before you go to bed, just unscrew that bastard at the shoulder and pop it to the side. When you wake in the morning, just screw it back on. As an expansion, I'll also allow unscrewable legs. No more sitting while your leg goes to sleep. And with fully unscrewable limbs, you'll no longer have to worry about that moment someone you care deeply about looks you in the eyes and says, I love you, while their tender affection slowly crushes one of your limbs into a meaty pulp under the entire force of their weight. 3, proper irrigation. Installed in the back of your mouth, in the mostly ornamental uvula, will be a miniature lawn irrigation system for your mouth, thus curing dry mouth while you sleep. As you lie back and hear that noise while several beautiful arches of water rise just over the cusp of your mouth, you'll sleep like a baby knowing your mouth is perfectly hydrated. 4, larger bladders. No one tells you when you're young that peak bladder functionality is only a couple of years from roughly the teens to mid-20s. When you're in your 30s, everyone tells you you're still young, but your bladder is already a bitter old cuss. The hell with that. Bladders will now be roughly twice the size and will also come with an increased warranty well into your 60s. You will go to the zoo and a camel will nod and wink at you. You will both wear sunglasses at night. 5, mood sensors. Like a mood ring, you will have a mood sensor right on the bridge between your eyes. No more guessing if someone is feeling like a prick that day. Also, if you wake up in a bad mood, everyone will know to steer clear of you. Everyone's intentions will be easy to read right between the eyes. Everyone wins. Please note that the mood sensor will be placed just low enough so that no cunning person can hide it under their suddenly fashionable unibrow. 6, print out log files. Let's face it, the body's current mode of communication sucks. It knows it has a problem, it knows the cause, and it tries to tell you via an ache or a rash. What the hell are you supposed to do with that? Ask a doctor why you have an ache or a rash, and they'll say, I don't know. Let's pump you full of copious amounts of radiation until you light up like Dave Glow, and you can see right through your body. This radiation will not give you superpowers like the Fantastic Four or even the Toxic Avenger, just cancer. Moving forward, there'll be a proper printout from the side of your torso where your body can tell you exactly what the issue is. No longer will your entire being fall apart, leading to your inevitable death when all your body needed to say was, I need fish for dinner tonight. However, in order to combat people who are inevitably ignore the reams of paper spewing from their bodies, pain will continue as it currently does. I'm not a bastard, so there will be a pain override switch that only a licensed doctor can utilize. In the future, this will be an actual switch and not an opiate. For anyone who thinks they're clever, this switch will also be guarded with lasers. As you've no doubt noticed, these solutions will not bring world peace, solve world hunger, or bring racial and gender equality. These are all problems that we still need to fix for ourselves. What I am offering is simple solutions to engineering issues with the human body to give us better tools to grapple with our day-to-day lives. But please note, I am not responsible for any muscleless freak flopping around on the ground who didn't put their muscles back where they belong. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah. Please welcome our next reader, Sarah Sarai. Big round of applause for Sarah Sarai, everyone.
Okay. Sort of. There. Okay, thank you. I'll read 2 poems. Pigeons are having unprotected sex on top of my air conditioner, upsetting most of my flock who know I run a moral air conditioner at top speed. There's no talking to a pigeon, only arm flappage and a stiff wind. I live by example which I set, not in concrete with the palm I set, nor in jello, though I swoon at shimmerings, vulnerability of women. I ask pigeons protect themselves from the consequential and inconsequential. I ask women. And then hummingbird feeder. What's the value of having a soul that, however, defines sensory intelligence, prompting us to become a flank of stars or huddle of trees? For one, the soul is not a people. For one, the soul does not do terrible things. The self, destroy it. Step outside, top off the hummingbird feeder. Less time to be terrible. Less time to judge them, us, yourself, for one, for honor, for a lark.
Okay, well, thank you, thank you. Is there anyone else who wants to do the open mic? M.A. Dennis, I know you said you're tired, but if you want to pop up and do something quick.
Yeah, I'll just do something short.
Sure.
Darth Vader will never be Dad of the Year. Darth Vader will never be Dad of the Year, but at least give him credit for trying to reconnect with his child. The world needs more Lord Vaders. Black men who say in the voice of Mufasa, I am your father.
Thank you. Thank you, M.A. Dennis. Do you want to read?
Yes.
Okay. Melva?
Yes.
Please welcome Melva Lewis, everyone.
Yeah, I was trying to do one of the prompt, but I'm going to read something that I wrote that I haven't read before.
Oh, great.
It's called The Long and Short Straw. My mind fills clouds with images, thoughts I don't fathom. When will I discern the meaning of memories, hopes, dread, desires, all mangled in my brain? Shadows and lights, ups and downs, ins and out, longing, loneliness, laughter, the wonder of it all. Who are the creators and the makers? Who am I? What runs through my veins, cramps my heart with trust, affection, and caring? What makes me walk, run, makes me tremble in the burning heat of the shining sun of summer, makes me glow at flowers, laugh in the dark with abandon? What's it all about? Where do zany thoughts come from? Why do they? What makes you develop into who you develop? Is it chance or is it planned? Did someone write, curious, creative, know-it-all, compassionate, persistent, label it with your name, your parents, or did they throw everything into a box, shake it, pick one and say, hey, this is you, this is the other. Tomorrow we pick a different one and the day after another. Is it like checkers or chess, Monopoly or bingo? What's the plan? Is there a roadmap or guidelines? How and why are we? I don't think anybody knows. Doesn't seem to make a difference. You're born, you live, you die. He's born, he lives, he dies. They're born, they die. Some get a short straw, some a long one. When you're almost at the end, when there's hardly anything left to hold on to, you still don't know. Is this the end or the start? Does your spirit jump from one life to another? When you get to that, you assume it's the end? We always aspire, but don't always come to fruition. You spend your existence wandering and wandering in wonderland, hanging by a thread. You blunder into the abyss, then spend a lifetime climbing and climbing, but you never get to the top, clambering and clambering in place. It's not what you do or how you live. When you start, do you discern your life as worth living? Because you don't even know when you started. You were 89, now you're a newborn. Wake up to bright lights in a hospital pondering, how the heck did I get here? Some children have old souls. They live to 108. Then they begin a new life, a bambino in Italy. You were a rosy chick Russian baby that never survived 2 years, and now you're 21, a concert pianist in South Africa. You perished in the Queen of the Sea train crash in Sri Lanka, but now you're hooked to a ventilator, going from the oven to hell and back. You're on a beach. In the distance, you see whales leap high into the air and crash back into the water. There are rainbows everywhere. You bask in the sun, yet you're bruised and battered. Where is this? What is going on? Is there never an end? You start, then stop, like sentences in a story, like lines in a stanza, stanzas in a poem, poems in a book, books in a library, one book next to the other, some small, some big, slim, thick, long or short, torn or new with picturesque covers, others drab or black and white. Some people are blind, can't walk or hear. Why? Why do some suffer and others never experience pain? Who came up with this method? Make this decision. Why isn't everyone long-lived, healthy, and happy?
Thank you, Melva.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wants to read? Wanda, I know you said want to read? You want to do one or no? Okay. Marianne, you want to do anything? No. Okay. All right. All right. So we are going to go to the feature. All right. All right, give me actually 1 second. There's someone else coming in. There may be one more and then the feature. Bill? Hey, Bill, our next reader, Bill Lassard, if you can, if you want to read.
Oh, William.
William, yeah, William Lassard, yeah, Bill.
No, it's okay.
All right, you there, Bill? Okay. All right, Bill Lassard, everyone.
Hey there. If I look like a crossing guard, it's not because my side job is being a crossing guard. I'm actually sorry about that, guys. I'm bringing up my piece.
Okay.
So because tonight's featured reader is a musician, I thought I'd read a piece that I wrote about Bill Evans. This piece is actually it's an ekphrastic piece about Bill Evans is like someone in love. And it's I basically annotated a YouTube link of the piece. So this one's called "This Place to Cry," after Like Someone in Love by Bill Evans, 1962, uploaded to YouTube. 0000. The silence late at night between raindrops, or when a man made of pencils tells you your mother has died. 6 minutes and 28 seconds of it, recorded 58 years ago. Chair perched against glass, a red arrow beneath, inching to the right. 052. Warm hands, head low to the keys. 2 minutes. The meat that holds my person falling from bone. In the center, a photo of the pianist, hair slicked to the side, deep part. 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Amaranth, or what is avoided when we tell someone we love them. 3 minutes, 6 seconds. A stick, breaking mid-sentence. 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Silence. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. The last time you saw her. Plastic spoon, unable to find the mouth. Brown, orange, slurry. 4 minutes, 14 seconds. Cough. Car starting on a cold morning. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Each note pointing to the silence, silence, silence it fills. The pianist has the aspect of an accountant in prayer, or one giving surrender to a powder spooned to the vein. 5 minutes, 54 seconds. The vitals, 8,107,719 visitors since February 3rd, 2011. Some people leave comments, some a location with tiny emoji flag. The Philippines, Argentina, South Korea, Germany, Japan, Denmark, anywhere the vibration, wood against hammer, hammer against string. 6 minutes, 28 seconds. Cat's paw, the silence of the music filling the room, a flower that has dispatched its scent. Hyun Soo writes in the comments, I wish someone to come here to think of me. Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much, Bill. Thanks so much for coming. And okay, then thank you to all the open mic readers. Now I'm going to introduce our feature, John S. Hall. John S. Hall is a poet, spoken word artist, musician, if ukulele counts, and singer-songwriter. He has released numerous albums of varying quality and popularity, including 9 albums with various incarnations of his band, King Missile. He has appeared on Def Jam Poetry, HBO, United States of Poetry, PBS, Beavis and Butthead. He has performed in Europe, New Zealand, Canada, and all over the United States. He is the author of a collection of poetry, Jesus Was Way Cool, and a self-help parody, Daily Negations, both on Soft Skull Press and more recently, over 100 unpublished children's stories. He served on the board of directors of the Poetry Project at St. Mark's Church from 2005 to 2016 and was its president for 3 years. Give a big Risk of Discovery round of applause for John S. Hall, everyone.
Hello, everybody. I really enjoyed the open a lot. I just want to say that. I mean, what I was thinking while Bill Lassard was on, and Bill Lassard, by the way, while I'm mentioning your name, you might want to mute yourself, or more specifically, I might want you to mute yourself. Secondly, what me, oh wait, let me get my timer going.
I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I muted.
Okay, yeah. Oh, right. The question of whether I'm a musician or not. Everyone who read so far, and those of you who I've heard elsewhere, I'll say that you're all musicians, probably better musicians than me. But we will try at least one song tonight. But I'm going to start in reverse chronological order. Everything has been written this month. And at some point, I'm going to hop to May 6th because that's where I want to end. But we're going to start with the ones I wrote today. And for a change, I decided to give everything titles. Some of you know I write at least one poem each day and post it to Facebook. So far this year, I'm up to 508. I'm going to start with number 506. Reverse chronological order, except by days. So, like, the first poem of each day down to the last poem of each day, but not all the poems of all those days. Okay, it took a minute. Poem number 506, the question, what do I most want to say today? Is that the question? Or is the question, what am I most capable of saying today? Or is the question, what will make me most feel as though I have said something I wanted to say? Am I actually looking for inspiration? Am I looking to write things that will make me seem more attractive than I am? Am I trying to attract or repel? Do I think that if I appear to be trying to repel, that will make me appear more attractive? I will say this, I need a shower. I could stand to lose weight. I am out of shape and racked with fear. I am often oblivious to how others receive my words. I am often selfish and self-seeking. I know that telling on myself makes me seem more self-aware than I actually am. I know that appearing to despise myself makes people pity me and or amuses them, or both. Oh, I shouldn't have said and or. But I am often unaware of direct effects unless they are expressed to me. And even then, when I am made aware of effects, I am not always sure what, if anything, to do about them. Ultimately, the whole enterprise is about gratification. I seek either to feel gratified by what comes out of me, or to find out later that someone else has derived some benefit from what comes out of me, which is, of course, immensely gratifying to me. Poem number 507, Respond Immediately. I don't know what makes me want to respond immediately to something I have just said. When I am writing a poem, I don't always know what makes me decide that it is done, but I know that number 506 was starting to irritate me and that I was getting impatient with it, and suddenly I wanted to end it so that I could write another poem that would express my annoyance and impatience and irritation with the previous poem. I don't know what makes me want to beat up on some of my poems. I don't know how I would feel if I were to find out that you were reading 506 and enjoying it, and then as you were reading this one, you found yourself thinking, why is he so pissed off at 506? I thought it was pretty good. I liked where it was going. I wanted it to go on. Am I wrong? Does 506 actually suck? Should I reread it? Or is 507 wrong? Maybe 507 sucks. Maybe 507 should stop right here. I can respond to this by saying that sometimes it's not my annoyance or impatience or irritation. It is my perception that I am getting into TLDR territory. That's too long, don't read. And that I am serving neither myself nor anyone else with what I am doing. I suppose I could resolve this by simply writing less, but sometimes I do write considerably less, and it is still not resolved. Okay, May 17th, poem number 504. Oh, this is the prompt poem. Modern television, 10 line, 5 words per line. So much modern television, so much stuff to watch, and yet my only child has trouble settling on anything. I am a bit frustrated with how frustrated she is. When I was her age, my options were quite limited. Perhaps she'd like to watch all 3 Gilligan's Island seasons over and over again. All right, May 16th, number 500, a lack. A lack of desire to control or to be controlled should not be interpreted as a lack of desire. May 15th, poem number 497. It's called Reaction. I was very pleased by the reaction to poem number 495. It was one of those ones that was scary to write, and scary to write chords to, and scary to record, and scary to send to someone who requested a song the night before for a compilation album, and then finally scary to post. So yesterday morning was quite a scary morning. I haven't heard back about the compilation. Maybe I never will, and if I never do, I guess that will have to be okay. Poem number 498, Connection. Connection is what I thirst for, what I hunger for, what I want more than anything. Sometimes the connection gets so intense it causes electric shocks. Sometimes I get shorted out, and sometimes when the connection is broken, then I am broken too, and I become bereft, and I do stupid, stupid things without considering, or maybe without even caring, whether the stupid thing might burn a bridge and possibly keep the connection broken forever. And now the aforementioned poem number 495 from May 14th. As I mentioned, I wrote chords to it. This is the first song I've written for the baritone ukulele, which is this guy here. It sounds a lot like a guitar. It's tuned like a guitar too. Maybe one day I'll learn to play a guitar. Hope this is coming out okay. I don't know if my mic is going to get both of us, the guitar, I mean the uke and the singer, me. I don't wanna have a thing to do with you. I'd be happier if I could cut off all ties to you. Every time you message me, I don't know what to do. 'Cause I don't wanna have a thing to do with you. The thought of bumping into you fills me with fear and dread. When the fuck will thoughts of you stop entering my head? When will I open up myself to try to someone else instead? When will I feel alive again instead of feeling dead? I wish that I could just believe I'm better off this way. I wish I would just go out and enjoy this perfect day. I wish that there was something that could make me feel okay. I wish that I had something else instead of this to say. The truth is I'm a drama queen and I am doing fine. There've been so many days when you've been barely on my mind. It's in the willingness to seek that I will finally find. And I've been looking, I've been seeking, I've been really trying. But still I find I want to have something to do with you. Although I think that maybe it's almost no longer true. Still every time I hear from you, I don't know what to do. I don't wanna have a thing to do with you. No, I don't wanna have a thing to do with you. All right, that's that one. Oh, I should have let it ring a little more on that last chord. Oh well, more second guessing. It's not a John S. Hall reading or performance without some second guessing is what I find. All right, I think I'm going to do two from May 13th, previous day. Thank you, Wanda. Poem number 492. Phone call. I just got a voice message. In case you are wondering, I give my number out rather liberally. Here it is, 917-686-0015. I like getting calls, even from strangers, but I won't pick up if I don't recognize the number. And I didn't recognize the number, so I didn't pick up. The voicemail I received went something like this. Hi, this is Michael from the Student Loan Forgiveness Program. I have some really good news. You are eligible for the Student Loan Forgiveness Program. You will have to get back to me soon, but there is still time, so please call me back at 205-831-8956. So, if you're bored, you can call Michael and fuck with him, or call me and fuck with me, although if I don't have your number in my phone, I won't pick up. I would call Michael and fuck with him myself, except A, I am not bored, and B, I have an appointment to get to. Poem number 493, Running. Just as I was about to leave for the appointment, I discovered I had an errand to run. As I ran down Bleecker Street in the street, a guy on a bike said, "Why you running?" I was running because the light was about to change at Lafayette, and I was in a hurry, but I didn't think this guy would care, so I didn't answer. He asked again, "Why you running?" So I said, "Why the fuck not?" Not too angrily, just a bit annoyed, because the guy was fucking annoying. My reply shut him up, and I made it across the street, technically an avenue, just in time. All right, let's see. I'm gonna hop to May. I like this one. Okay, I'm gonna hop to May 10th. I've got two from May 10th. That 481, poem number 481, That Halston Movie. I think the Halston movie might actually be a series, but this is called That Halston Movie. I see that Netflix is coming out with a movie about Halston. I thought, who would want to come over here and watch that movie with me? Then I thought, probably a model. Then I thought, I have never dated a model. Then I thought, maybe it's a good thing I'm not dating a model, else I would have to watch That Halston Movie. Poem number 483, Tangle. Things tangle and untangle and retangle again. It only takes one to tangle or retangle, but perhaps another to untangle. Tangled is perhaps a natural state, easier to tangle things up than to make straight. A square is a rectangle. A pentangle is and pentangle is a band, and Dylan once got tangled up in blue. Each time I look to the left, I see the tangled cord of my earphones. Had I simply untangled them, I wouldn't be here right now. That is not to say that I don't want to be here. I will untangle them now, as I need to use them. But before I know it, I will wager they will be retangled once again. If that's for me, tell them I'm not here. Let's go to May 9th. This is a little fucked up. Yeah, people do message me, and sometimes they message provocative things. And lately, I've been messaging with at least one, I'm going to admit it, two non-binary people. And yeah, provocative things. I wrote this. It's called The Limits of Pansexuality.
Excuse me.
Can we mute everybody? It's getting a little distracting. I mean, I only have 2 minutes left, so really, okay. Poem. I guess we have to make sure I unmute myself. Okay, thanks. Okay, I think we heard the setup. Here it is. Poem number 480. It's fucked up, warning you. The Limits of Pansexuality. If you didn't have a vagina, I would never suck your cock. I would never even think of letting your cock inside me. But here I am thinking about it. Oh, and May 6th. Good, this is where I wanted to end. Just
First.
enough time.
Point.
Poem number 467. I've got two left. Poem number 467. I love you poems. I was going to try to write music to these, but maybe I'll do it on the spot. I love you poems. I really do. I hate that I've neglected you. I do not lie, I tell you true. I love your poems, I really do. I love you poems, you're lots of fun. I get excited when I'm done. Happier things I can think of none. I love you poems, except this one. Okay, last one is 469. This is called Turtle. It's a sonnet. I'm going to go a little over, I think, maybe like 30 seconds over. A turtle crawled quite quickly through the grass. Flowers, trees, and rocks and stones she passed. She did not turn her neck to look behind, but not for fear of what she thought she'd find. No, rather, she just wanted to move on. She was hell-bent on getting to the pond. She thought perhaps she'd see her turtle friend. Perhaps they'd fuck, but that would all depend on whether or not they were in the mood. Perhaps instead of sex, they'd look for food. Perhaps instead of food, they'd look for drink. I don't know what they'll do. What do you think? Till we determine their fate, I guess that we will not know. It's like Schrodinger's cat. Oh, I was only 5 seconds over. Excellent. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I can't hear anybody, but that's probably because nobody liked my reading. But that's okay. I'm not sure I liked it either. But I tried, you know? I tried.
Secretary.
The reading was good. I just unmuted.
Thank you.
It was great, John. I
Oh,
love the
Wanda,
last
thank
line
you.
of the last poem. It's like hilarious.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to end there. Yeah.
I liked your music when you do it.
Is that a banjo?
It's a ukulele. I have two
Ukulele.
ukuleles behind
Yeah.
me. I have too many ukuleles really, but I used my
They're cool.
baritone and I used my one of my acoustic electrics, but I played them both acoustic today. So
Why
that
are
was
we
fun.
ending so soon?
Well, he told me 15 minutes.
I mean, you can, if you want to read, if you
Only
want to read a few more, you
7:30.
could read a few more if you want to read. It just depends on I make it 15 minutes because it depends on how many open mic readers.
I
But
could do a couple of inappropriate songs that
Sure.
I messed up on Saturday, and maybe try to get them right this
Yeah.
time. But that
Go-
depends on people's sensibilities. I really don't
go
know
for
you
it.
people.
Is everyone up for it?
Sure.
Yay!
Okay.
Woohoo!
All right. Here's one I wrote. Well, I wrote it after I got my first shot, so it wasn't technically true, but it's called Vaccinated and Ready to Fuck. I'm vaccinated and ready to fuck. A cock of the walk to make the chickens cluck. I will be your Drake, baby, if you'll be my duck. Vaccinated and ready to fuck, yeah, I'm ready to fuck, yeah. I got my shot so far, it's been the best thing I got. I'm looking to fuck a whole fucking lot. Ready to fuck, yeah, I got my shot. Well, I can't tell you how relieved I am now that I am vaccinated. I can't count how many times in the past 12 months that I am masturbated. Vaccinated and ready to go. Cue the musicians, let's start the show. If you think that I'm joking, then you don't know. Vaccinated and ready to go. I can't tell you how relieved I am now that I am vaccinated. I can't count how many times in the past 12 months that I have masturbated. Vaccinated and ready to go. Cue the musicians, let's start the show. If you think that I'm joking, you don't know. Vaccinated and ready to go. Vaccinated and... I was supposed to go to the first verse at the end there, but all right, that's close. That's much less. I fucked it up much less than last time. Okay, I have an even more fucked up one that I can close with, but it's very fucked up. And, you know which one I mean, right? Do you? Actually, a lot of them are fucked up. But this is my favorite of my fucked up fuck songs. It's called "Hate Fuck Yourself," so it's technically about masturbation, I guess. You can hate yourself and you can fuck yourself, and of course you can hate fuck yourself. You can rub yourself raw until you chafe, until you bleed, and of course you can hate fuck yourself. And of course you can fuck yourself with loving tenderness, but loving tenderness is not always so hot, I guess. You can cram things down your throat until you gag, until you choke, and of course you can hate fuck yourself. And of course you can fuck yourself with loving tenderness, but loving tenderness is not always so hot. I guess you can fuck your ass with dildos made of glass, and of course you can hate fuck yourself. You can hate yourself, and you can fuck yourself, and of course you can hate fuck yourself. That's a pleasant way to end the
Yeah.
set, I think.
Fantastic. Thank you. That's hilarious. Big round of applause for John S. Hall, everyone. Everyone unmute yourself for a second and clap.
Not if your heart's not in it, please.
Especially if your heart is not in it. Clap.
Thanks. Those were both written this year too, but earlier,
Wow.
not in May. They were written like in April or March or something. Whenever I got that shot, and
Right.
the other one, I don't know.
Well, I'm amazed at your ability to write about anything and everything that happens as it happens on the day.
And yet I have a lot of trouble with your prompts.
Oh,
They give
it's
me a lot
okay.
of grief. Now I know what an American broken sonnet is, so maybe next time I can
Right.
do that.
I mean, you can do what you want. I'm not like your teacher. It's just like to take you in another direction, or
Yes.
myself in another direction.
What does American mean in American broken sonnet? What's American about it?
Oh, just like there's like a book of sonnets that I read where it's called Stronger Measures, and I can't remember who the author of it is, but it's a collection of all different kinds of forms, and there's some sonnets in there, and there was like an American style sonnet like coined maybe by like James Wright or people like that, and where I don't know, there's just like a stylistic thing, a stylistic affectation more than that it broke the rules. Like they started off following the rules and then they just made up whatever they wanted and made the lines really long, or
That's madcap.
yeah.
It is madcap.
Except they were writing, like some of them wrote in a very intellectual academic way, some wrote in not that way, but it depends on the writer.
Billy Collins wrote a poem called American Sonnet, but
No, it's
I have
true.
no idea I haven't read it, or if I have, I don't know.
He's very humorous, especially if you hear him in person. He's sardonic, and sarcastic.
Yeah. I have a question about the prompt, like number 5. I didn't understand this alternating, repeating lines. I mean, I did one, but I didn't understand half of them.
You could, like, let's say it's a 15-line poem, and you could do that first line, drowning in a beautiful sky and neon lights at midnight. That could be line number 3. That could be line number 5. That could be line number 7. You can do it twice. You can do it as many times as you want, and then fill in your own words in between. You can shape the whole poem around those alternating, repeating lines, which means like the second one could be line 1 and line 7, and the first one could be line 6 and line 9, and then you fill it in like Mad Libs, the rest of it.
So
Like
they have to be
the whole
repeated.
poem around those lines if you wanted. Yeah.
They have to be used at least twice. Is that the
Yeah.
idea? Each
Yeah.
line has to be used
Yeah.
at least twice.
Yeah.
And there's
Maybe I
two-
should say
there's-
that, but yeah.
Okay.
But you could do it. You could do it more. Some people have done it more and or did whatever they wanted with it.
Yeah. Well, I went for the 13-line one, the 13-line poem. You know, that's the only one I could figure out exactly.
Right.
Okay, I think I could do that one.
This is the risk and discovery, not to get too corny about it, the risk and discovery portion of the series. So like you write it and read it on the spot. It doesn't always turn out great, but maybe you have ideas for whatever you're going to do with it later.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for coming, Melva. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the open
Thank you,
micers.
John Hall. I really liked
Thank you,
it.
John S. Hall.
Thank you,
for reading
Sarah.
Thank
hilarious
you.
songs and reading hilarious poems.
Thank you, everyone.
And our next one is June 18th, Tuesday, June 18th with Jennifer Franklin. It might be the last one of the season. It might not. I don't know if I'm going to do July and August. I'm trying to figure out with the venue, Blue Cups, if we're going to go back there, or I'm going to do some Zoom, some Blue Cups, because some writers from out of state also want to feature. So I might keep the Zoom. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, keep risking, keep discovering, keep imagining, and have a good night. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for reading such beautiful work.
Thank you all.
Hello,
Have a good
how are
night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
Have a
John.
good
Thank you again
Bye.
for doing this.
Thank you, Wanda.
I hope to see you in person soon.
Well, you've done, John.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice
no,
to see you,
I
Noah.
liked your thing very much.
Oh, thank you. It
Yes,
was
I
huge.
liked it very much.
It was
Ah,
fun.
very-
It was fun. A
Zipper.
lot of fun.
I
was-
was
yeah.
thinking you were going with pockets, you know, like zipper, so you have like pockets. Even if you know, if you're naked, you still have pockets, which would be awesome.
You know, I'm for that as well. That's
Yeah.
we got to put together some 2.1 humans.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thanks all.
Later, Noah.
Thanks. Thanks, Micah, again.
Thank you, John. Thanks
That
for
was
so
a-
much for doing this. That was great. Thank you for the bonus songs.
I'm glad yeah, I have them at my ready disposal.
Yes.
It's easy now because when it's on Zoom, I can just pull them up and I don't have
Right,
to worry
right, on your
about
computer,
if
right.
I forget something because there it is
Yeah.
right. I still mess up, but not as
Right.
badly.
On stage, you're memorizing, right? You're not reading off of anything.
Usually,
so-
I tried to use a music stand on Saturday, and
Right.
it didn't work out, and I
Right.
was kind of relying on it, and I shouldn't have, so I
Right.
messed up a little. But
It's okay.
people
I'm sure
had
no
fun
one.
with
I'm
it.
sure no one noticed.
Everyone noticed, and everyone laughed, and it was fun for them.
Right. Well,
know.
they're laugh. You know, they think
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fun.
yeah.
That's why. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Great. Hope to
Thank you.
see you in person soon, or in the city somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye. You too.
Good night, Yi.